Oh, like what's your body count? How many bodies do you have? Well, Larry, I have none.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I'm actually a born-again virgin.
That is blasphemous! That is blasphemous!
Mr. President of the South Africa, please tell the truth and reveal her number to the gospel.
769, 800 and 700. Listen properly. 769,820.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
This is a certified hood classic.
To this day! To this day!
After not answering any of my calls, he texted me this long message full of bullshit. I do love you with everything, but this is not healthy for anyone. You mean the world to me and I want to be there for you for everything. And I can't put us through this anymore, but I still love you. He said, I truly don't deserve anyone or anything. You are not broken and you are perfect. I'm sorry that I've just become another statistic because of everything that I've done. And I need you to still have faith in men. I have become a terrible one, and this is not who I am. I'm so sorry. You deserve the world, literally, and so does Nyla, which is most definitely, without a doubt, what you are giving her. I will forever love you both. I went off after that because it was so full of shit.
Now, gentlemen, here is the riddle of the day. How does one simply end up being a single mother? Take a second. How does one end up being a single mother? Because she started dating Tyrone. Once you go black, you never go back. Now, let's take a deep dive in this video.
So this is the story of my now ex-boyfriend cheating on me for the last year. So here's like a rundown of how our relationship even was. Like, rewind to May 2019. He approached me at the mall. Perfect. And he asked me for my number, so I gave it. He seemed really cool. Like, we had a conversation, and he seemed really nice. So then I found out he played for the Ottawa Red Blacks, and I know their whole reputation. I know all about them, so I was like, no thank you. Like, I'm not getting involved with a football player. But I liked talking to him. He was cool. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna stop generalizing and fuck it.
My kings, whatever a woman says, she's always going to do the opposite, because according to the Asclepiolations, Proverbs 89, section Thoughtaladians, it states, never trust something that can bleed 5 days straight and cannot die, because everything that comes out of her mouth is alive. So she talked about dating a football player, which he falls into the category of the top 20% of men. And the top 20% of men treat girls like her like a slam piece, a cum bucket. And logically, she knows this. Logically, it's smart for her to walk away and not be treated like a cum bucket. But what you guys need to understand is that women are never encumbered by loyalty and logic. They completely run and operate on 99.9999% emotion and 0.01% logic.
1% evil, 99% hot gas.
It's only today's feelings that matter to her. And what you guys need to understand is that a woman will go against her morals and break her own rules for the alpha, but she will set and make rules for the beta. Now, let's continue the clip.
So we went to the Anda's rooftop bar, and he just surprised me. Like, he ordered us food, and then next thing you know, the bartender comes out with donuts and sparklers, and I'm like, what is going on? And he was telling me, like, this is to congratulate me. because I had just been awarded the Governor General's Academic Medal and scholarships, and I was featured on Fenty Beauty. So he was just telling me like he thinks that I am incredible and that I deserve to be celebrated. So I thought that was so sweet, and I was like, wow, like he's really nice, like he's different. And I thought, yeah, I thought he was different.
Now, before I launch, allow me to mention this. You can tell a lot about a girl on how her room looks, and this girl is dusty as hell for having trash on the ground. You guys see that water bottle in the back? And fellas, what the flying fuck is that? Are those different types of wigs for different types of dudes she sees each week? And fellas, if she does not have responsibilities to clean up her room before shooting this video, what makes you think she is going to have the responsibilities to choose the right guy?
So from then, you know, he got my attention, and he kept doing these things that I thought were just so thoughtful, and that was that. I fell for that.
Let me just say this. How can she already make assumptions after the first date that, oh, he's different, he's unique?
He's different.
And all he got her was some donuts and some sparkles. I get it. If beta male Billy takes her out on a date,
iridocyclitis,
and he gives her donuts and sparkles, that equals
you're the best friend anyone could ever ask for.
Friend zone. But if Tyrone takes her out on a date and gives her donuts and sparkles, that equals booty clapping sound.
Oh, yeah. Look back at me.
And she's throwing that ass back ferociously, and he's handling it like a G.
I'm about to bust.
And after the donuts and sparkles, a new crotch goblin is on the way.
She's about to butt. My finger rap. She's about to butt.
Because in the name of the cheek slaying collaborations, Proverbs 69, it states, if she sees you as a beta, she will play you like a Nintendo and discard you and throw you out the window. But if she sees you as an alpha and she has the true, genuine desire, you shall become her #1 pipe supplier.
Pipe supplier.
Fast forward to July, my friends were planning a surprise birthday dinner for me, and he didn't show up. He kind of disappeared actually for a few days, and I was upset because he called me like nothing was, like, you know? And he told me like he's so sorry, like something came up, like he's been going through a lot, and he just, normally he would have never done that. It just, again, he's sorry. And I forgave him, and I was trying to be understanding, like if you're going through something, like just let me know that. Then the following week we went to the club. I noticed he was leaving and he hadn't said goodbye. He was just leaving, and I was convinced I saw him leave with another girl. Busted! And so I was so upset, and I texted him, I called him, and then I was telling him like, you're no different from every other guy on your team. Then he replied back to me a few hours later saying he was alone, he didn't leave with anyone. And you know, I started thinking like maybe I was drunk and I didn't see what I thought I saw.
What are you?
an idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich.
So we let that go.
This is what I mean when women operate on 99.9% emotion. She literally saw him leave with another girl, but her emotion is saying, no, he would never do that. Sweetheart, 1 + 1 is not potatoes. No, he absolutely did not cheat on you. He just left with another girl after the club at 2 o'clock in the morning. He probably just took her home and they just played Connect 4 and they played checkers. That is a bunch of fucking bollocks. He probably blew her back out, just like he did to you.
Referring me.
Perfect.
Now, all jokes aside, when we tend to like somebody very much, we brainwash ourselves that the bad things in our partner is not true. We don't want to believe it because when you like somebody very much, you are not operating with logic. You are operating with 100% emotion when the bullshit is in front of our very own eyes. We do not want to believe the bullshit when the bullshit is right in front of us. And throughout the whole video, you see how Tyrone made her feel. He made her feel special. He told her things what she wanted to hear, also known as feeding her scraps. You gotta throw the bitch a bone once in a while. You got to put the cheese on the trap for the mouse to keep running back. It's fucked up and narcissistic, but girls always fall for it because in the name of the cheek-pounding prophecy, Proverbs 69, it states, every time she's with an alpha, she gets brainwashed. Her cheeks shall be obliterated and squashed, and back to the streets she shall be tossed.
Welcome, punch! She belongs to the streets. She belongs to the streets.
Now let's take this even a step further. It's time to activate the Thoughtagon.
Fucking right in the pussy.
Now fellas, from a blue pill perspective, you might think that, oh, why do all the douchebaggets, all the girls, the meatheads, the fucking fuckboys, you might think, why do they get so many girls? Isn't that a bad thing? But the truth of a matter of fact is that options shows a man that he's pre-selected. Options is currency for a man because a woman will treat you like a king when she knows you can or will leave. Just like how an employee will treat their employees. If they know that the employee has other options, they will treat that employee like a king. Fellas, always stay in a level with abundance when it comes to women. Back to the video.
Then my daughter woke me up in the middle of the night and I checked my phone and I saw I had messages from the same girl. And her last message said, he told me what's up, that y'all have been talking for over a year and like if you could help me fill in some gaps in the story. She was telling me like he told her he loves her and that they're exclusive. And I was like, my heart just dropped and I couldn't breathe and I was shaking and I could not go back to sleep after that. Like I wanted to throw up. He told me that he would be there for me and my daughter, that we would be together, that, you know, that we'd be happy. Oh my god. Apparently he slept with someone in September. I just couldn't get a break. I would find out one thing after the other and it was like, but wait, there's more. And then this other girl reached out to me telling me she was with him 2 years ago. And when they were together, she found out he had another girlfriend in Toronto. So this is his thing. Like, she said he was a certified cheater. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think I feel bad. It's just so sad. Psych! I don't give a fucking buttocks, mate.
We don't give a fuck! Jesus! We don't give a fuck!
I want to feel bad, but I don't. Because behind every crying woman is a mountain of guys where she rejected, played like a Nintendo, friend zoned. And the funny thing is, girls will never admit that they are wrong for choosing the wrong guy. You know what they do? They blame it on the men. Oh, all men are trash. Fuck him, sis.
You know what I've realized dating here in Utah is that the idea that I make up in my head of these guys is so much better than the reality. 9 times out of 10, these dudes suck and they're always gonna disappoint you, so just let them go.
My cheek slaying apprentices. in the book of the ass-pounding prophecy. Cheek obliterating, butt cheek spreading, crotch goblin lava illusion. In the scriptures of hoology, section Thought-a-Lady, Proverbs 777, it states, a woman will never swallow her pride and admit she was wrong, but she will swallow a gigantic shalom before admitting she was the one that was wrong all along. Now, if you look at these two girls, they are very gorgeous.
She is very gorgeous to me.
And it's not that these girls can't date. They can date any man they want. There are guys who are willing to give these girls the world. But unfortunately, 80% of the guys are fucking invisible to her. Like Casper the Friendly Ghost. She can definitely date the top 20% of men. But unfortunately, she is not able to keep those top 20% of men. Why? Because the top 20% of men, they have younger, tighter, and better options. And these girls cannot accept that. And fellas, do not try to save something that constantly walk themselves into danger. And now to take this video to a whole nother level, I conducted a cheek slaying investigation. I went behind enemy lines and looked at these girls' comments. And the comments I saw from different girls were absolute blasphemous. Look at this comment here. She says, oh, you deserve better. You're a queen. I beg to differ, because a queen is able to add to a man's life. A high-value woman, a queen, is able to keep a man in her life. And look at this comment here. She says, oh, it's not your loss, it's his loss. The blasphemy. That is a bunch of giraffe shit. What did the man lose? He got everything he wanted. He got inside those guts. He dismantled the kitty and he left the city. And fellas, you see this very common with a lot of girls after they get steamrolled by the alphas, after they get chopped up into a million pieces by the alphas. Now all of a sudden they come to their senses and they say, oh, I don't want to be a hoe anymore.
To be a hoe? I ain't no hoe no more. I ain't been no hoe in a long time, Steve. A long time. I'm trying to change.
You were a hoe?
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For a little minute.
How long?
About a year.
A year? It's good.
Yeah, that's real good.
You were promiscuous and now you're not.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
My kings, before I end this video, may I remind you, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. Now, before I conclude this video, may I bless these cream gobblers of the book of the ass-pounding prophecy. It states, on Instagram, you can always unfollow. But in real life, you can never unswallow. Because being a hoe, you cannot be a virgin by tomorrow. Because a cream gobbler slurps the D like an iced caramel macchiato.
God damn. Perfect. Perfect. God damn. Perfect. Perfect.
We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. Alright. Don't stop the dancing.